If you're dealing with calf soreness, I'm gonna show you 5 of my favorite stretches and ways to work out those knots, that tightness, so you can get back to your workouts and start having fun jumping some rope. Let's do this. Dealing with calf soreness can be a real pain, so what we want to do here is just be able to loosen things up so you can get back to going, back to jumping, back to doing your workouts, or just living life so you're not walking upstairs in absolute agony. But what you don't want to do is, if you're really sore, is really push this. So start out easy and see how it goes. The first 2 stretches I want to go over are pretty basic. You probably did them when you're in PE or on a sports team. So let's get into the first one. So the first stretch we're gonna do is just a basic wall stretch. You're just gonna press up against the wall, push into the wall with the back leg nice and straight. You're pressing in your heel into the floor, getting a nice calf stretch. The other option for this is to bend your knee and let it start to drop down towards the floor, and that's gonna get much more of a stretch down through the Achilles. And then you'll just alternate legs, and you'll be good to go. The next stretch is a yoga pose called downward facing dog. So get into a push-up position and then start walking your feet up so you're kind of an upside down V, and then you're gonna be pushing into the floor with your palms and pushing your heels down towards the floor. You can do both of them at the same time. This is gonna get a great stretch through the entire calf, or you can alternate back and forth. The next stretch I want to show you really addresses low calf soreness. I have dealt with this, and this can be really painful sometimes if you really kind of overdo it and you really increase the volume too quickly. And if you just bring the camera down a little bit so you can see, if you notice when I'm jumping, the thing that's different from high calf soreness to low calf soreness is the fact when you're jump roping, you're not extending full through your feet like that a lot of the time. It's a nice low hop. So this works this lower area really hard. And it can be really difficult to find a stretch to hit that. So what I found was this stretch to really hit this lower area was, what you want to do is set up with one knee down, and then you want your front of your toes to be behind your knee just a little bit. And then you just put your forearm on this knee, and you're gonna start with your heel on the ground, and then you just rock it forward. And as you can put more pressure on it, you're gonna try to really relax through the ankle, and you're gonna feel that stretch all through this lower portion of the leg. And this has been like the only way that I've been able to find a good way to attack this area. All right, for this next one, we're gonna use a foam roller. I love a foam roller. If you don't have one, I highly suggest getting one, but rolling out the calves. So the good thing that you want to do here, what the foam roller does, if you're not familiar with it, it's kind of like when your mom used to make cookies and she'd put the dough on the counter. That's like the knot in the muscle. And then you use the rolling pin to roll out the knot or the dough. And so that's what it's going to do to those adhesions, those muscle tears in your calf that are causing the soreness, get more blood flow, start helping things to heal. You just want to put one leg on. Especially if you're really sore, just go with one leg, and you can you put as much pressure as you want, and then you're just gonna slowly work it back and forth. And when you find real tender areas, you can pause on it, and then you can also just roll your leg back and forth to try to find more of those sore spots and loosen them up and get them to release. But you can start with your toe out, so you're getting the outside of the calf, then you can get the middle of the calf, and then the inside of the calf. And if you need more pressure for your calf, then you can cross your left leg over your right, and then use your hands to raise your body weight up off the ground, and then now there's more weight on the calf itself. And oh, that's a good one right there. Another amazing tool for releasing calf muscles, if you need a little bit even more pinpointed and something that's a little harder, is a lacrosse ball. This is a great way to get down and even into that soleus, like we were doing that stretch for. This is another good way to kind of roll those areas out, but also with the calf muscle. But you'll do the same type of thing as the foam roller, but now it's more pinpointed and you can get even more weight onto a small area. And yeah, that one feels good too. I need to obviously work this more, but it really pinpoints in and gets more pressure in a one specific spot so it can really get deep. If any of you guys are like me, for some reason with my jump roping, I get a really sore spot out on the outer edge of my calf muscle. That's where I get a real tightness. And I don't recognize it when I'm jumping, but it's when I start to foam roll. So if you get that, I'd be interested to know if you guys get that as well in the same area or if you get a different spot. Let me know in the comments below. All right, give those stretches and those methods a try to help loosen up those calf muscles so you can be feeling good. And if you need a warm up to help prevent injuries before you jump, check out the video I have linked right over here. And I will see you in the next video.